What is going on, everyone? My name is Ovi and welcome to a new best custom tactics tutorial post-patch. I got absolutely destroyed by this 4-1-2-1-2 narrow input champions. A crazy game, 7-6, and I had to try it on my own. It's superb. Come on, boys, let me present you this absolutely incredible tactic. Extremely offensive, extremely fun to use. Team of the season is here, boys. Get your cheap and fast coins from fifacoin.com and use the code OVI for an extra discount. Link will be in the description. Let's get started, boys. We've got today the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, an extremely versatile formation, and I will start by saying if you have problems defending in FC25, maybe this formation is not for you, because the setup that we will be using here is a very offensive one. You will be scoring a lot of goals, but in certain scenarios you will be kind of open in defense. So make your choice. If you're a defensive player, if you like to defend, if you don't like to attack that much, maybe this formation is not for you. Otherwise, it is incredible, guys. You've got options everywhere. It is, without any doubt, the only formation that I could not stop offensively. No matter what I did, he kept coming at me. The CMs were incredible. The cam was amazing. Even with the CDM, he was offering a lot of support. A very important thing here, if you want to see the code for the squad at the end of the video, jump over there. Otherwise, if you want to see the in-depth tutorial, stay with me here. Important, CDM position here has to be filled with a dominant player. Not everyone has the fodder or had the fodder to complete Hulit, but everyone can get a tall central defensive midfielder that can close down the gaps. For example, if I'm not mistaken, I've got, even at this moment in the squad, a player like was it Stones, if I'm not mistaken. He had the CDM also in him. Let me just have a look. Yeah, for sure, Stones and Stam. So let's get Stones, for example. This card right here can play CDM without any problems. You don't care about the shooting, you're not going to get in a lot of shooting positions with him. Intercept plus, anticipate plus, bruiser, and you've got a lot of players like this also available on the market. So remember, the CDM needs to be big, strong, very good defensively. The rest, the right back, left back should be doing the job also in offense and defense. I advise left-footed player as a left CM, right-footed player as a right CM. The cam here should be having a few more passing playstyles than Olise. For example, personal preference here, Maradona is a tad better because of the tiki-taka. I love the tiki-taka. It helps with the first touch passes, and it's so important for a central attacking midfielder. Right, central midfielder righty, Ronaldo, and then Mateus up front. Here as strikers, you've got a lot of variations. Don't go with two big mans. If you like the tall guys, go one big man and the other one a bit smaller for your squad, a bit more agile. Let's jump into the tactics finally, and let's see what we have right here. 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. Build up play style counter. It's gonna be super fast. Once you win the ball, you will be charging in attack. You will be putting pressure on the opponent, and your players will be charging forward. Now, defensive approach is on high with 70. 95 is crazy. 95, you're gonna find yourself maybe a bit too open in defense. So that is why over here I went with 70. Player roles. And here, it's what I've done here is very risky. You've got the fullbacks unbalanced, and that will prove to be maybe too much for a lot of people. So if you've got problems defending, go with fullback on defend. But if you're here for the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, have fun, guys. Go with balance, create chances in attack. The two defenders, both with defender, that is in my opinion the best option to use. The goalkeeper will have the role goalkeeper and the focus on defend. Now the CDM right here, I would play him on his double plus, to be honest. Even though deep lying playmaker is something that is more well suited for a CDM, a lone central midfielder, lone CDM like this, the plus on holding might be more important. That's very, very important to remember. If you got plus here on holding, go with that. If you got plus on deep lying playmaker, go with that. Deep lying playmaker might be the best, but the difference between double pluses and one plus is just too big. So we're gonna go on Hulit with holding. Now you're gonna have two different setups for the left central midfielder and for the right central midfielder. You're gonna have box to box for your right central midfielder with focus on balanced, and you will be having playmaker with focus on attack on the other player. This will make Martin Odegaard, your left CM, stay a bit higher up the pitch and join the defense not so many times as the box to box. Now, for the cam and for the strikers, I do recommend here shadow striker, but be very, very careful about the pluses. If you don't have any pluses here for the shadow striker, I would not recommend it. I would still go playmaker, because the AI runs that the player will do won't be that good. For me, for my personal preference, I'm a guy that triggers the runs on my own. 80% of the runs I trigger on my own. With L1 or with player lock, I do that 90% of the time. But for other players that don't use that, they might want to have the plus at playmaker. Now for the two strikers. And here, again, chase the double plus, but never false 9. This false 9 can be used in formations like 4-4-2 when you have two CMs, 4-4-2 second variation when you got two CDMs, on the striker side that has the CM or CDM on holding or deep lying playmaker. Otherwise, never use it, because you're gonna have, if I would use Cunha with false 9, I would intersect his area of influence in the game with where Odegaard is and with where Maradona is. Too many players on on the space that you just don't have on the pitch. So this is why I'm searching for a plus. Unfortunately, we've got only target forward and advanced forward. I would go here with advanced forward because I like having my R9 on target forward plus. Again, here, if you got other roles that have pluses, go poacher. Advanced forward is very nice, but I do prefer having my Ronaldo with target forward plus. This is the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. This is the code on the screen. It is super fun to use. That's the most important thing at this moment. It's both effective and, most importantly, super fun to use. Don't forget to drop a like, and most importantly, drop a comment below. Let me know which questions do you have. What haven't you understood about the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, or which formations would you like to see next? Have an absolutely fantastic day, everyone. Ciao, ciao.